Tonight, from Lambeau Field,
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Tua. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Tua going to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 down at the 33. On play action, here's Tua. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Packers.
Reggie Gilliam, 33 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On second down, it's Jones. There's the stiff arm. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while...
the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up forward.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball, you end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tua now on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
This 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And some strong running. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it. With 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
They'll look to throw here.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. From the gun, it's Tua.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 16.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the delay, Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Right side to Watson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's got it. Touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The two are going to try and throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop it.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Jackson will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Tua
firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And that flag accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hyatt goes in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step up.
One final try for Tagovailoa, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.